My dad kicked me off the $26,000 Dubai trip I paid for just to give my spot to my brother's clingy fiance. He said she deserves it more. Huge mistake. I made sure they'd never forget what happened after that. I'm Maya, 29, and I've been the family ATM since I landed my first real job at 22. My older brother Derek has never held a job longer than 6 months, but to my parents, he's the miracle child who survived a childhood illness. So everything he does is excused. Everything I do is expected. When I got promoted to senior project manager last year, I decided to do something special. My parents' 35th anniversary was approaching. They'd never left the country. So I spent 14 months planning the ultimate Dubai trip. First class flights, the Atlantis Resort, private desert safari, hot air balloon at sunrise. Total cost, $26,000 of my own savings. Then Derek got engaged to Brittany. Brittany worked part-time at a tanning salon, but somehow had opinions about everything. Within weeks of meeting my parents, she was calling them mom and dad and asking about the family vacation budget. She'd corner me at dinners, asking how much my apartment cost, how much I made, whether I got bonuses. 3 months before the trip, my parents called a family meeting. Brittany sat next to my mom, holding her hand like they'd known each other for years. My dad cleared his throat. We've been thinking about the Dubai trip. My stomach dropped. Brittany has never traveled internationally. This would be such a special experience for her. I nodded slowly. Okay, I can look into adding a 5th person, but it'll be complicated and expensive. That's the thing, my dad said, not meeting my eyes. The reservations are for 4. So we think it makes sense for Brittany to take your spot. I actually laughed. My spot? On the trip I'm paying for? My mom finally spoke. You've traveled before, sweetie. You went to Mexico with your friends last year. Brittany's never been anywhere. That was a $400 Cancun trip with my college roommates. This is $26,000 that I saved specifically for our family. Derek jumped in. You're being selfish, Maya. You make way more money than us. You can just go to Dubai another time. Brittany dabbed her eyes with a tissue. I would never want to cause problems. If Maya really can't share this experience with the family, I understand. The manipulation was so obvious, it was almost impressive. My dad's voice hardened. The decision is made. Brittany will be joining us. I stood up. No, she won't. What they didn't know was that every single booking was under my name, my credit card, my email. That night, I called my travel agent. I need to make some changes. I said, the trip is now for one person, me. I canceled everything for them. Every flight, every hotel night, every tour. Then I rebooked the entire trip solo. Same dates, same luxury. I even upgraded myself to the Royal Bridge suite. The morning of departure, my phone exploded. Dad, Maya, there's been some mistake at the airport. They say our tickets are canceled. Mom, sweetheart, please call us. The airline says the reservation doesn't exist. Derek, what did you do? Brittany somehow got my number. This is so petty. You're ruining your brother's happiness because you're jealous. I was already at my gate when I texted back a single photo. My boarding pass. First class, Dubai. Have a nice day. I wrote. I hear staycations are nice this time of year. My phone rang 12 times before I turned it off. Dubai was everything I dreamed. I watched the sunrise from the Burj Khalifa observation deck. I rode a camel through the desert at sunset. I floated in the Arabian Gulf from my hotel suite's private infinity pool. On day 3, Derek texted. Brittany broke up with me, said if my family can't even take her on vacation, she doesn't see a future with us. I didn't respond. On day 5, my mom sent a long message. I'm sorry. We were wrong. We've been wrong for a long time. Your father and I talked. We didn't realize how much you've sacrificed for this family while we took you for granted. I saved that message. Still didn't respond. When I got home, my dad was waiting on my porch. He looked smaller than I remembered. Older. I need to apologize, he said, not just for the trip. For years of expecting you to be the responsible one while letting Derek off the hook. Your mother and I failed you. I let him talk for an hour. It wasn't forgiveness, not yet, but it was a start. Derek apologized too, eventually. Losing Brittany made him realize she'd only wanted access to what she thought was family money, my money. 6 months later, I took my parents on a trip, a modest one, a week at a beach resort in Florida. I paid for it, but this time, they thanked me every single day. And when Derek asked if his new girlfriend could come on the next trip, my dad shut it down before I could even respond. Family trips are for family, he said, and Maya decides who that includes. I almost cried. Some lessons cost $26,000, but watching my family finally see my worth, priceless.